allure of fighting is nothing new.
Have you ever been hurt?
Over the last century, boxing, wrestling, and MMA have all made billions of dollars through live events and TV deals. Hollywood, too, knows what we like. Rivals spilling blood is irresistible, no matter how mismatched or otherworldly. But my beat has always been the underground.
And you could just hear gunshots.
And recently, a more savage brand of fighting has been gaining steam. Professional bare-knuckle fighting is only legal in less than half of US states. Punches are being thrown every day and night in backyards and parking lots and homemade rings from coast to coast.
Oh, wow, I actually see a ring here.
This is the story of how a forbidden brand of combat is trying to find its way out of the shadows.
It's a whole new vibe.
And a young American fighter who's banking his future on it.
It's a big risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. The opportunity's massive. I just can't pass it up.
I guess this is where the fight is happening tonight, somewhere on the street. He told us to knock when we see a big gate, to like knock on the door, and the fight promoter, the underground fight promoter guy called Jonathan, will be waiting for us. Looks like a big gate. Hello?
Hello,
Hi, I'm Mariana.
Mariana. Oh, okay.
Can I come in?
Moment.
Jonathan? Jonathan?
Hi, Mariana.
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
Nice to meet you. Can I come in?
Yeah. Come inside.
Amazing space.
Yeah.
So this is where the fight is happening tonight?
Yeah, we have a secret underground fighting on here. In Thailand, it's some fighting. It's illegal.
Wow.
Welcome to my world.
Thailand has long been a mecca for fighters and fans of martial arts. But it's taken me months to get access to illegal fights like this one, organized by a man we'll call Jonathan.
Thank you.
This is a view.
Great, thank you. So yes, it's about to start.
เราจะชกกันแบบไม่จำกัดเวลา เกมจะยุติก็ต่อเมื่อ เราจะไม่อนุญาตให้ใช้นวม จะให้พันเทปหรือว่าผ้าพันมือแบบในแบบยืนนะครับ วงเล็บในแบบยืนล้มหัวโขกก็ได้นะ จะกัดก็ได้นะครับ
คนไหนอยู่ในเหลี่ยม เอาคนมาเฝ้าเหลี่ยมด้วย เวลาจะเข้าเหลี่ยมผลักออกนี่
Oh my God, that's so brutal. Oh my God.
This is the first bare-knuckle bout that I've ever witnessed, and it's even more brutal than I imagined. But it's not new. Back in the 19th century, as the sport of boxing became more formalized, there were two camps, one pushing for bare-knuckle and the other for gloves. Ultimately, gloves, which were thought to attract a better class of patron, became the standard, and the bloodier bare-knuckle was banned. If busted, Jonathan could face a year in jail or a hefty fine. He tells me that in the past, they've also paid off cops or just ran away, but he doesn't seem too concerned.
If the police came here, what would happen if the police come?
We are filming.
So you would say that you're filming a movie, basically?
Yeah,
Ah,
just only filming movie.
The fights are lined up one after another. It's ruthless, and that's part of the appeal.
Here we have two guys that were hurt. They're both being treated.
Spectators are lured in with the promise of blood. But not everyone here is just a spectator. And that's the real reason I've come. To meet this guy.
I saw you giving money to some of the fighters. What was that about?
When you see a kid like that that gets up 3 times after getting knocked down with a bare fist, I just feel like I want to do something to show him my appreciation. The heart that kid had was worth paying him a little bit of money for.
So tell me, what do you do exactly?
And I'm the CEO of Bare Knuckle Fighting in Thailand.
I put these bones to domes, baby!
BKFC is actually an American company with global ambitions. It's hoping to follow in the footsteps of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, which recognized the growing appeal of mixed martial arts and packaged it into a multi-billion-dollar juggernaut.
They're gonna talk like me, they're all trying to beat me. Everyone in the game wants this fight.
Unlike the fights I just watched, BKFC is legal in Thailand. That means it follows guidelines for fighter safety, including pre-fight physicals and the presence of medical staff during the bouts.
What do you do when you come to these fights, these underground fights?
Honestly, I'm looking for talent. Like, I'm scouting to see guys that I could potentially give an opportunity to in talent. When you come down to this level, this is where the real tough guys are, the real hard nuts, and that's what I'm looking for. I've found one here that I want to sign now. That guy there, I liked his demeanor. He's mean looking, he looks the part, but when he went fighting, he was calm, he was powerful. I want that guy on my show. Can pay him good money.
And fights like this are happening all over Thailand every week, every night.
All the time.
It was insane. You could feel it in your body. The crowd was yelling.
Yeah.
And you could hear the punches. You actually
Yeah.
hear them, and it felt like every time they were punching me, I was going like this.
I thought it was brilliant. I just love to see these guys showing heart.
If BKFC is trying to become the next UFC, it needs fighters, lots of fighters. And since bare knuckle fighting isn't a recognized sport in many places around the world, including the majority of the US, one major source of new bare knuckle talent is in illegal fight clubs, like this one.
Human beings have always loved fighting, you know, or like from gladiator days. It's in us, it's in our nature. If I see someone in the underground scene that has potential, absolutely I'll recruit them. You know, if I can take them away from that, it's a win-win. I get a guy that can fight and loves what he does, and he gets a new career chance. So I think most people love to see a good fight, especially when it's bare knuckle and there's gonna be some blood and someone's gonna get knocked out. That's what people wanna see.
So BKFC is an American organization started by an American man.
Yeah.
Why Thailand? Why is BKFC in Thailand?
So when I come to Thailand, I realized that most people in Thai society have this deep-rooted appreciation for the striking arts, and it's so ingrained in their history and their culture. And it became apparent to me that there's this massive underground thing going on.
Nick saw an opportunity and reached out to BKFC to sell them the idea of opening shop in Thailand.
I started looking at social media. These guys have got like millions of followers. And then I went on YouTube and I could see these fights that were happening. They get like, I kind of got in touch with the guys that run these events, and that's how it happened from there, really.
Bare knuckle or not, this thirst for brawling isn't just a Thailand thing. If you jump down the rabbit hole of fight clubs online, the search will take you all over the world and into some murky legal waters. To know if any of these fights is 100% legal, you'd have to know a litany of specifics that differ by country and states. These can include, is the fight on tribal land? Are they selling tickets? Is there gambling? Are there medics? Are the fighters paid? Are they in good health? Are they wearing gloves? In most cases, these regulations exist to try and protect the safety of the fighters. But that doesn't stop promoters and participants from breaking the law. I want to find my way inside the American fight club scene, and eventually to the bare knuckle bouts where I'm told the BKFC is recruiting.
Just arrived in Detroit. We hear that there's a lot of illegal activities that happen surrounding the fight, such as illegal betting. And we've been trying to get access to people who will tell us and show us how it's being done. And we finally got the green light to go meet with a couple of people who we believe are involved in some of these illegal activities. We don't know a lot about what we're gonna walk into, but we've been trying to get this access for some time, so I'm excited. And nervous, as always. So. Hi, Taliban?
Hey,
Taliban, tell me where are we? What is this place?
we are at the stash house.
What do you stash?
Money, drugs, too, heroin.
Oh, is this heroin?
Yes,
Can I see it?
yes.
Where do you get your heroin from?
Mostly Southwest Detroit, for real. Cash. Yeah, I genuinely have somebody with me. Like, basically like a security.
Oh, so Cash, he's the one carrying the gun, usually. Oh, don't point it at me or at him. Can I see it?
There's one in the head.
It's loaded?
Yes.
So definitely be very careful with
Yes.
it. So Taliban, we connected because we have a friend in common, right? They know that I've been trying to get access into one of these underground fight clubs, and he told me that you actually knew a thing or two about these
Yes,
fights.
ma'am. Yeah, like, man, it's entertaining. I went last night. I lost a few dollars. But, yeah.
And so you go there to bet. So there's gambling in these fights?
Yeah, man. It's a whole new vibe.
Do you think that we'd be able to go to one of these fights?
Yes, I can. It's just knowing the right spots and locations.
You know people who could let us in?
I'm pretty well known through the city, so yeah, yeah.
My source connected me to an underground fight at a location northwest of downtown.
Hi. How are you? Is this... I'm Mariana, by the way. Yeah. Is that okay? Can I go in? Thank you. Thanks.
Anybody want to bet? Bro, beat his ass, bro. We got 100 on blue.
I'm told that by day, this place is a soup kitchen for the homeless. But at night, it turns into a secret fight club and gambling ring.
I'm really shocked about how open all of this betting is obviously legal. There's unsanctioned fight.
In Michigan, an event like this, clearly staged for an audience, would need a license to operate legally. That license requires the promoter follow a host of safety measures, like giving medicals and HIV tests for fighters, and having an ambulance and 2 paramedics on site. None of which we spotted.
Y'all see more of me.
Are you hoping to be noticed in one of these fights, like on one of the big leagues?
Definitely.
Is that why a lot of people come and fight here?
Yes. Yes.
The dream of hopping from obscurity to the big time may sound improbable, but it's happened before.
There's the champ.
In the early 2000s, Kimbo Slice became a viral sensation as fans passed around online clips of his street fights.
Kimbo Slice!
That led to a much-hyped jump to the UFC, where he earned up to $500,000 per bout and garnered the kind of glory that most backyard fighters can only dream about.
I started out, as a street fighter. We went from the back streets to the front street, from the front streets to the main streets. And, it's a big opportunity for myself and for all the fighters.
That's the same dream that BKFC is selling the hungry bare-knuckle fighters. But bare-knuckle rings are much harder to find. The stigma has forged an insular culture. So it took me a bit of time to find the invite I was looking for.
I actually see a ring here. See that ring? Hi.
Hey, yes.
How are you, Mariana? Nice to meet you. You too. Thanks for having it. So this is it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is it.
This fight club, called American Prize Ring, draws fighters and fans from all over the Southeast. It's not an easy scene to break into, but after weeks of back and forth, the promoter finally allowed us to film.
Hey, who's fighting over here? Who wants to fight over here?
I'm up if you need it. Yeah, I'll fight if y'all got to fight.
Y'all good with fighting each other?
It can be argued that neutral combat laws protect an event like this, which is why this fight appears to be legal, assuming there's no gambling involved, and that no fighters are being paid to fight.
Why do you think it's illegal in so many parts? Why is it not allowed? Why is it underground?
It's crazy how many people do MMA, but say, like, that to bare knuckle. Like, I can kick another man in the head with no shin guard. That's fine. I can knee him in the head. A-okay. But if I am going to hit somebody with bare knuckle, people are like, whoa. People just automatically assume, like, bare knuckle fighting is just, like, illegal dudes gambling and doing all sorts of things, which, of course, that goes on.
How much of that do you think we'll be able to see?
I don't know. Can't answer that.
It's my job to ask you.
Yeah. No, it's perfectly fine. I don't. I just rep the fights.
Looks like we're minutes away from the fight starting. It's Keaton over there with the red shorts. He's fighting Tyler.
Fighters! Corners!
Okay, it's starting.
Correct? All right. Ready? Fight.
When gloves come off, there's no leeway. You have to strike at exactly the right angle to avoid shattering your hand.
Oh my God.
All right, down. Get in your corner. Get in your corner.
This hurts me and I'm not in there.
10 seconds. Get to your scratch line. All right, boys. You ready? Fight. All right, get to your corner, get to your corner, get to your corner. Hey, that's bare knuckle. Winner by knockdown default, Tyler Samus.
That was amazing. You're really good.
Thank you.
How did you feel?
Feel great.
Yeah?
I feel like I can do it again.
It looked like you were ready. You wanted to fight more, right? You weren't ready for it to be over.
I enjoy doing it. Just want to keep going.
What's the next step for you? What do you think?
Do it professionally now.
Yeah?
So.
There aren't many legal ways to get paid to fight bare knuckle in the U.S. And only one has the platform to make you a star, BKFC.
Worldwide! It is time to knock
But the rise of BKFC has been anything but smooth.
From the United States of America, Justin Thornton!
It's a controversial path, and the tragic death of BKFC fighter Justin Thornton in Mississippi in late 2021 brought the promotion under even more scrutiny.
First of all, is anybody shocked? I mean, in bare knuckle fighting, I guess I would call it concern when I see some of our people when they leave here and go there, and it's like, oh my God.
Matching a fighter with an opponent of the same skill level is a crucial part of any combat sport. An uneven match can put a fighter's life in jeopardy. BKFC faced criticism from fighters and regulators alike for allowing Justin Thornton, a fighter with 5 straight losses, in the ring with Dylan Kleckler, who had won his debut BKFC fight, as well as 11 of his last 12 MMA matches.
Fighters know when they get in the cage or in the ring that this could be an outcome, and that's where the ABC comes in to make sure that's a fair fight.
Mike Mazzulli is the president of the Association of Boxing Commissions. It's his job to set regulatory standards for combat sports. The nonprofit organization was so alarmed by Thornton's death that they issued a proceed with caution warning to states considering hosting bare-knuckle events.
Each state has their own minimum medical requirements set by the government. In Mississippi, I think they require a physical and blood, and that's it. BKFC go to Mississippi because of that reason, because it's easier? That's debatable. Did they go to Wyoming because there's less medicals? Did they go to Montana because there's no regulation?
How did you feel that day?
It was death. It was hard for me. It was really hard because I've been in this my whole life, and to see that happen under our watch was awful.
This is Dave Feldman, the founder and president of BKFC.
When you're hitting someone in the head with a bare fist or a glove fist, it's not safe. But bare knuckle, it's no more dangerous than any other combat sport on the planet. We have the data that backs up that we are no more dangerous. We have less injuries than boxing or mixed martial arts.
I found the data that Feldman was referencing. It's a study that was led by a ringside physician who now works for BKFC. Its conclusion suggests that bare-knuckle fights lead to more lacerations, but fewer concussion symptoms. But that doesn't make me any less nervous for 18-year-old Tyler Samus, the fighter I met in Florida. Fighters like Tyler are essentially breaking new ground.
I can see people who think that what you're doing is crazy because it's so risky and dangerous, and why would you want to do this?
It's a very risky sport. One punch can hinder my entire career.
Do you have health insurance right now?
No.
Do your parents think you're crazy for doing this with no insurance?
They don't know I don't have insurance. That I knew throughout.
Tyler was invited to try out for BKFC after a recruiter saw footage of one of his underground fights.
Stay on him, Jackson.
It's a big stuff, for sure. Now I've got the opportunity to go pro for something massive. It's very surreal.
Nervous?
Yeah, it's pretty fair to say.
Yeah, what does this moment mean for you?
I want to say it means the world to me, but, you know, I've got another meaning to that now. I have a little son on the way, so, you know, that's my world now.
Girlfriend that's pregnant? Wow, and how far along?
I think 18 weeks.
Does that change anything for you in terms of what's about to happen?
Yeah. Oh my God. It's an eye-opener. I was bullied from kindergarten all the way to 7th grade. I was really small, always, and I had a really high-pitched voice. I was just picked on and bullied a lot. I'm just gonna use it to push harder. Hey, well, how'd the appointment go? Said he was all healthy and all?
Yep, healthy and curled up in there like a pretzel.
And your girlfriend, how does she feel about it?
Doesn't like watching me get hit, but she's as supportive as can be, as supportive as I can ask for. She's my hero. She's what motivates me, and now my son, they both motivate me to push it harder than ever.
I would say good luck, but you don't need it. You got this.
Huh. Weird.
Can you hear me?
I can, but for some reason you're now like this. Yeah? Huh. Oh, there you go. Perfect. I see that you're surrounded by some champion belts.
Yes, ma'am. You know, my nickname in the Gulf Coast Gangs.
Josh Mayo is an amateur who's fought in sanctioned MMA and boxing matches, as well as illegal bare-knuckle bouts. He has plans to go pro.
That's the American dream, right? To come from rags to riches and to do it your own way.
Because BKFC isn't legal in most U.S. states, Josh relies on underground circuits. to get his name out there.
Take us to this multimillionaire's ranch, and it's the best fighters in the whole Southeast. And Motor came in the room and said, hey, what about 2-on-2 at the same time? Bare knuckle, no rules. Me and my partner are there. The bell rings, and it is a father and son, MMA fighters. I broke like 8 or 9 ribs, and his son's blind as his right eye. I took his vision away.
Oh, are you serious? Forever?
Fight, forever. It's gone. It's never getting it back. I was like, well, that's sucks. I'm sorry.
At what point do you sort of draw the line and realize, you know, I can really hurt this person?
When 2 people enter in that ring, you are playing high-speed chess with dire consequences. It's always going to be with you, always be with the fans that observed it, that are going to be the people who viewed it on YouTube. It stays forever. That's what your legacy is.
Fighters who compete in the underground are well aware of the risks.
So the bare knuckle's tough because it only takes one fight, you know, and you're a head injury, and then you're a disposable hero.
But I hated it because they encourage you to smash people after they're KO'd, which is so disgusting to me.
I think bare knuckle's more brutal because it's bloody. I mean, as soon as you get hit, boom, your eye's exploding.
But for many with dreams of going pro, the danger of bare knuckle fighting is part of the allure. It's almost a badge of honor.
My finger got ripped backwards. The bone was exposed, and I still kept fighting the whole time.
I don't fight for money, I fight for legacy.
I've come to this gym outside of New Orleans to meet Tyler on one of the most important days of his life. His pro tryout with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Y'all ready? 2 minutes. Ready? Begin. "30 seconds, 30 seconds.
So what's happening is you see these guys are all basically trying out. They're punching, and Nate, who's over there in the red shirt, he's basically looking at them and seeing which are the good fighters who he likes, who can possibly then join BKFC. How many people do you think will get a contract today?
So today we had about 70 people register, but only 24 made it out. We'll sit down and we'll interview, and from there we'll probably pick 2 to 3 of them. But the guys that came down here really are impressing us.
So we've been filming with Tyler. What do you think are his chances today?
He's young. He's 18 years old. I saw some of his videos, and he looks impressive, so I'm eager to see what he can do as well. Time. Time. Clear the floor. Next group.
Tyler. Hi. How are you?
How's it going?
How do you feel? You are sweaty.
Yeah.
Scott, how are you? Mariana.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You're his manager, right?
Begin.
Well, how do you think Tyler's going to do today?
I think he's going to do great. You know, he's just an awesome kid. I think that's the big thing that BKFC is going to push is that he's the youngest. The average age in BKFC is 36 years old. So I said, well, I got a kid that's 18 that wants to do it, you know, so let's promote that.
So my name's Tyler Samus. I see myself in 2 years fighting for a title in BKFC. That's what my long-term goal is. So 2 years, title, for sure.
If Tyler makes the cut, he'll be the youngest fighter on the BKFC roster. But he won't leave here with an answer. He'll have to wait in suspense for BKFC's call.
Hello?
Hello, this is Tyler.
Yes, sir.
The day has finally come when Tyler finds out if he's made the cut. With no job, no health insurance, and a baby on the way, there's a lot riding on this.
They were going to call you today.
Yeah.
Kayla, how do you feel?
I'm excited for him.
Yeah.
He's doing big things, so I'm excited to be by his side while he does it also.
And wait, we've got the belly.
Yes.
Is it okay?
Of course, yeah.
It's the best when they start kicking, right?
Yes.
And you can feel it. Oh, is that him?
Mr. Nate.
Yeah. Can you put it on speaker for us?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, this is Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy,
Nate Shook with BKFC. How you doing?
Not too bad.
Hey, I'll just cut to the chase here. We were really excited when we saw you come out to the tryouts. You did really well. You impressed everybody. So, yeah, I want to extend an offer and offer you a multi-fight deal with BKFC.
You gotta answer him.
Yes. Yes.
All right, buddy. I'll talk
All
to you
right.
soon.
Thank you so much.
Wow, amazing.
Good job.
It's so much to take in right now. I'm extremely excited and blessed to be able to have an opportunity to support my little one and my growing family.
Tyler, you're getting
That's the best
emotional.
part. I'm trying not to.
I'm getting emotional.
Despite the risks, I can't help but feel excited for him. A contract like this could bring in much-needed winnings.
I got the phone call, and I now have a multi-fight contract with BKFC.
Whoa! That's awesome, Tyler. Protecting Knuckles. Aw. Congratulations. I'm nervous.
I'm right there.
He's gonna bleed. I mean, that's gonna happen. He's gonna bleed. That's part of the job. Mom's gonna have a fit trying to watch the fight.
I don't like to see my grandkids get hurt. You don't like to see your grandkids get hurt, I guess. Does it, the fact that he is now going to fight for the BKFC, make you guys feel better about the fact that he doesn't have to go into those other more underground fights?
Yeah, they're better organized, and they got better safety, obviously, protocols built in place.
But I don't really know about the longevity of a BKFC fighter at 18 years of age. You can tell the MMA guys that have weathered the storm. They may get 3, 4 fights, and they're gonna call it like, I've had a career, I'm done. This is new ground, you know.
Fighting isn't a lifelong gig. There's only so much punishment your head, and in bare knuckle your hands, can take. BKFC may be safer than backyard brawling, but at this point, there's no telling how long Tyler's career will last, or what long-term impact it will have on his growing family.
Yeah.
Most pros only last a few years, and during that time, only fight 2 or 3 times per year. For the BKFC, that becomes a numbers problem. If they're hoping to mimic UFC success and hold 40-plus events a year, each showcasing a dozen or more fighters, they'll need to find dozens of Tylers every year. BKFC bouts are fast and brutal. Many fighters believe that the shorter rounds and the fact that you can't punch as hard with a bare hand as you can with a protective glove actually makes it safer than most combat sports. But others are not convinced.
You're getting hit in the head every single round of your whole career, and they're looking for the big knockout. And the bigger knockout, the more money they'll make next time.
Tyler has only 6 weeks to prep for his BKFC debut.
Get those elbows up, forearms up. You don't want to take those punches on your wrist. Don't get caught up in thinking you're a rock star. You know, you're there to do a job. This is the hurt game. When you get there and you're in person, and you can smell blood, and you see teeth on the mat, and you see people laying in the back moaning or throwing up, it's different. So you just got to prepare for that now. Good.
As Tyler prepares for his BKFC debut, half a world away, the first generation of BKFC fighters in Thailand prepare for theirs. It's the day before the BKFC Thailand event, and Nick Chapman invited me to see the weigh-ins.
60 กิโล 66.5 kilograms 73.9 kilograms 73
One matchup is particularly heated. These two young men, Naeem and Maseng, are from rival illegal fight clubs. This footage is from a prior head-to-head bout, which went viral on YouTube. Nick saw the potential for a rematch and signed them. He says it's one of the most highly anticipated fights on their title card.
It was intense. I mean, there's real sort of rivalry and hate between these guys. They can't wait to fight. You couldn't even get them together. They were immediately started punching each other. It's super intense.
If they win, fighters can make over $1,000, which in Thailand can go a long way. But the real winner is BKFC. They've cherry-picked an existing rivalry, complete with built-in fan bases from the illegal fight club scene. It's a smart business model, but it could encourage other fighters to put themselves into risky situations without proper medical support, with the hopes that BKFC might come knocking.
The reason BKFC is so popular is because of how popular underground fighting is.
It's interesting because in a way they're sort of feeding off each other, right? Because BKFC is giving the underground guys a dream and a goal for the future, and BKFC is using the underground for recruitment.
You got to think these guys are fighting for free. They're in the street. All of a sudden, they're in the limelight. They're on a global stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BKFC Thailand.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
I get less nervous when I'm fighting.
The next night, I'm ringside with Nick.
Superstars from Thailand's underground street fighting circuit. Round number one. Big right hand lands from Naeem.
Sitting this close to the action is sometimes hard to watch, but at the same time, it's hard to look away.
There's that entry left hook. Lands big from Naeem, another left hook.
The drama of the fight is that compelling, and that's what BKFC is counting on.
One right, running into the pocket. Damage to the eye.
We have BKFC Thailand, BKFC Russia, BKFC Mexico. We're in the process of launching a big worldwide tournament called the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship World Grand Prix. All the winners are going to get $1 million.
A lot of the people that started fighting in BKFC came sort of from the underground world. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I just think that all different combat sports, boxing, mixed martial arts, kickboxing, it all started from the underground. That's the roots of it. But I would say 99% of the fighters that I sign have professional combat sports experience. It's very rare that we'll sign a guy strictly from the underground.
So Tyler was this case.
Tyler was. Tyler was good.
We saw him actually fighting in some of these unsanctioned fights. I think one of the criticisms that exists out there is that you're incentivizing these underground fights. Fighters know that if they're seen there, there's a chance for them to join BKFC.
As the sport grows, right, and as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and more people watch it, then more and more people want to be involved with it. And if that's them doing underground bare knuckle fights, then I guess you could say in that way we would encourage them to, to do those kind of fights.
Where do you think Tyler can go?
Look, if he's got that star power, we'll match him right and we'll make sure that he, can climb that ladder.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division.
She told me that he can hear now. So I started talking to him a little bit before bed. I told him, I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna do this so I can support y'all. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I want to do, and I'll make it happen.
18-year-old Tyler Samus. This is BKFC as well as Pro Combat Sports debut, a full 19 years younger than his opponent, Phil Raymer.
After 6 weeks of intense training, Tyler's pro bare knuckle debut has arrived.
This is the BKFC debut for Phil Raymer.
It's also the first time that his opponent, ex-MMA fighter Phil Raymer, has stepped into the BKFC ring.
Phil Raymer said, I think Tyler Samus is going to try to stay long, work off of the jab. Round number one. White trunks for Tyler Samus, black trunks for Phil Raymer. Big shots, aggressive start from the 18-year-old Tyler Samus. Counter shot, big left hand and a right hand. That circles out Raymer. 20 seconds gone round the line. Huge right hand and down goes Phil Raymer.
Samus is fired up. Look at him. He's breakable. Get up, he says.
Raymer was an MMA fighter in the early 2000s, but he had a poor record. This is only his third professional fight in the last 16 years.
The right, then the left hand eluded by Samus. 105 remaining in a ferocious and furious round number one. Another big right hand. We might be done. And we are. Game, set, match. Welcome to BKFC. 18-year-old Tyler Samus.
And Raymer's knocked down on his feet. You can see that right there. He's pushed into the ropes. Nice job.
He made his Pro Combat Sports debut with a first-round finish in bare knuckle fighting championship.
Sean, you don't see a knockout like that very often. When you hit a guy and he's on his feet and he's posturing almost in a way, what a knockout. What a debut. Sometimes your reaction time's not quite there, but you continue to throw punches like that. You're opening yourself up, and that's exactly what happened. Tyler Samus saw that, waited for the right time, continued, waited for the opening, and then he landed the big punch.
At 1 minute of round number one for your winner by KO, Tyler Cat 5 Samus.
He did it! He did it! He did it! Oh my God!
Would you say that you sort of had a little pact with the devil? You were dipping your toes in the unsanctioned illegal world so that you could then make it legal and,
Well, I mean,
and
there
build
were,
BKFC.
I mean, in life, everything is risk reward, right? We took a risk. I mean, I bet the livelihood of everything in my life on this thing.
But I think what the critics would say was that, yes, you risked a lot, but you risked your investment, your money. But the biggest risk came at the expense of the actual fighters. What do you say to that?
Well, I would say that generally that's probably the truth. But when I have a guy that his coach or his manager says, this kid is the real deal, then I'm going to give him a shot. In life, you take risks, but our risks were not uncalculated.
Got it.
They were calculated.
Good job, guys.
Watch it.
Baby. You did so good.
Dude, let's take a picture.
Hey.
I love you. And will you marry me?
You're best.
Okay, put this one. I'm shaky.
What is wrong with you?
There's no doubt that BKFC is helping Tyler's dreams come true. But I wonder about the young kids watching these BKFC events at home. In most places in the world, there's only one option for the wannabe bare-knuckle fighter, and that's to step into an underground ring.
Yeah.